So went to bed, woke up really early this morning. So this morning it felt very odd that I was nervous to take a pill. But I took it at 10 o'clock, which is my usual time, as that's the time I've kind of worked out for myself when I started on the Symkevi. Took it at 10 o'clock. It is now 4 o'clock, and it may sound really weird, but I'm starting to get a sniffle and my cough has been so wet, productive already. I did my physio this morning. I think I'm going to have to do some more now and some more again tonight because my cough has completely changed. I noticed it's been changing a bit the last couple of days. My cough does change quite a bit when the season changes. So when it goes from quite dry air to wet air, obviously with it being colder as well. So yeah, I definitely need to start doing some. Another thing I need to just be careful of is my diabetes. They just tell you to keep track and monitor it a lot more. I'm just going to have to do them a bit more regularly. I have mentioned before in another video that I'm not too great at doing that, so I need to get on top of it. They do advise to, if you're not already, go on the Libre, which is the disc that is in your arm that you scan your phone with. But I didn't want that when they offered it me in December. So it may be something I'll look into, but also we'll just see how I feel because right now that's not for me. I'm already, yeah, it's just not for me. I'll talk about that at another time. So yeah, right now, feeling very apprehensive, feeling very positive, feeling super lucky at the fact that this is happening 10 days before I turn 18 as well. It just feels so unreal. Obviously, it's a long-term thing, so results in my FEV1 and lung function and things like that and how I generally feel and I generally am won't be for a few weeks. Weight gain and things like that, but like it can make you feel different in at least 72 hours. So this is why I'm just trying to vlog as much as I can. Any thoughts, any feelings, just for myself, just to remember what it was like in the future, but also just in case anything drastic happens or anything random happens, or, you know, if anything crazy kicks off. Hello, it is currently 11 on the 12th of October. I just thought I would chat to you all a bit about the past few days. So on the Sunday, after starting Kaftrio, I was really productive with everything I was bringing up. As I said before, I started taking the medication at 10 and then by 8 o'clock I could already feel changes, which is ridiculous, like honestly mental. But yeah, so I'd noticed my cough had changed. I noticed, obviously I was more productive, but things were coming up easier. Mucus and secretions were moving easier. Everything was looser. And yeah, it just felt as though something had been lifted and everything was easy. And that was after what, like 10 hours of taking the drug. So yeah, today has been a bit different. My cough has been very dry, which is good because my sleep has been affected at the minute quite a lot due to coughing. But the past few nights I've been sleeping through, no problems, and then waking up and not needing to have a coughing fit, which is always good. I've noticed my bowel movement has started to change. Going to the toilet is becoming kind of normal. If you have CF, you know what I mean by that. And yeah, like there's just really positive things so far. I thought I would have a lot of headaches by now because when I was on the Symkevi, I got headaches quite early on. But no, that is okay. So fingers crossed. I've kind of bypassed the headaches, but I am feeling a lot of congestion here and quite a blocked nose, which will be my sinuses, I'm guessing, changing. But no, so far so good. It is nearly 11:30 though, and I am wide awake. So I don't know if that is down to the Kaftrio or if I'm just awake. But I've got loads of snacks. That's another thing actually. I'm hungry all the time. Appetite has seemed to have risen by like 10%, maybe even more, which is good. But no, I will keep just doing little snippets like this. But for now, it is all good. Hello everyone, it is currently Sunday the 18th of October. It is just over a week since I started my Kaftrio, and I think it's safe to say that it's definitely doing its job. Breathing has become 10 times easier, just breathing in general. I didn't realise before how much energy it took to take a breath. Eating, I'm eating like there's no tomorrow. I am also using an app called Carbs and Cals. I've used it for quite a while now, but it's really easy and simple to just track how much you're eating. So I try and eat at least 3,000 calories a day, or just under, so like 2,500, just to keep a good amount of food in my body. But I feel like my appetite is so much better. My coughing has completely changed, so my cough has kind of dried up. I'm coughing a lot less. I'm having a lot less coughing fits. Physio wise was really productive. Now it's kind of dried up, but in a good way. Like, I don't really know how to describe it, but yeah, it just feels like completely different. Energy wise, I've not really been able to test because I've not been doing a lot of exercise. I've been to dancing, but not enough to actually feel any benefit from that. The bits of dancing I have done, however, I do feel like, again, it's easier to do. So like, I did a lot of cardio in a jazz class last week, and it's the first time I've not stopped in ages. I was able to do 2 tracks of cardio, which is so good. I wasn't breathless, I didn't cough, and it was like, wow, this is what it feels like. I've seen a lot of people have stopped being salty, and that's where, if you like, it sounds weird, lick my arm, if I've been sweating, it tastes salty, or you can usually see sweat beads on my nose. I've not noticed this yet, but apparently that goes, so that's exciting. But yeah, so far so good. Very excited for what's to come. Hello, we are currently on week 3 of the Kaftrio. That just seems mental in my head because I didn't think the weeks were going this quick when I was on some Gabby. Like, I don't actually think they were going this quick. Anyway, so at the minute I am isolating again. So anxiety is quite high at the moment, but that's okay, that's fine. Just taking every day as it comes. But I feel like, obviously, when you're just with yourself, you get time to think, how am I feeling? So the past couple of days I have had the worst, like, itchy skin I have ever had. I was told when I started this that I was maybe going to get some acne or like a blotchy rash. That can be on your face or your body, so I've kind of been looking out for both. But no, like, the past couple of days, all around my chin area and the bottom of my face, you can see some there, it's been like an itch, like eczema. It feels like itchy, dry skin. I don't know why I just had to do that. So I popped it on my Instagram story, and someone popped up, a fellow CFer, hi, and said, just whack some E45 on. So my E45 cream has been my best friend. I got this actually during lockdown for some contact dermatitis that I contracted. We love that. On my hands, from washing my hands excessively at the start of lockdown. So I was like, you know what, I've got some that's great. So yeah, I've been applying that and it seems to have got better. So I'll put my E45 on and then I'll just leave it. I didn't actually realise until I read the Kaftrio book before that itchy skin is a common symptom, but only 1 in 10 people suffer from it. So I don't know. But it's manageable at the minute, so it's not like oh, I hate having itchy skin. Another thing is ears. Don't know if any of you CFers or non-CFers have suffered from ear discomfort or like earaches. I remember getting earaches when I was younger, but I've not had them for absolutely ages. I have got like ear pain, like I wouldn't say it's got worse, but it comes like on and off every so often. It just feels like really sore, like in my ear, but also like coming down from my ear. I've had like quite a bit of headaches as well since starting Kaftrio, but I knew that was going to happen because I got the same with the Simkevi. It'd be kind of like an all over headache, but then I sometimes also suffer from tension headaches right at the front of the head. It's just something to keep an eye on. I do have my clinic tomorrow with my CF team, so I'm going to bring it up to them, but yeah, pain in my ear coming down. It's almost like, it's not coming down to my jaw, but I can feel it affecting the rest of my head. Sinus congestion I suffered from with the Simkevi. I am again suffering with that, which is also bringing on the headaches, or the headaches are bringing on that. I don't really know how it works, but obviously ear, nose and throat are all connected. So usually if I have the ear pain, I have a throat pain, back of your throat, type of like sniffle, just things to look out for. I knew I was going to get some symptoms because it is so much stronger than the Simkevi. I just didn't know if they were going to be similar or completely different to the Simkevi ones. But no, they're not like, I'm not in aggravating pain. I just know they're there. All the things I'm getting are in the little book, but also it is cold and flu season, it is cold outside, it is changing season and changing weather, so it could be something to do with that as well. But yeah, that's it for now. I have just done some self-taping as my auditions are coming up, and it is so much easier to sing. God, it makes me emotional at how easy it is to sing. Like something I've done since being 8, so for 10 years, and I've actually kind of struggled with it and not even known, is just mind-blowing. Obviously I can't kind of test it with my dance at the minute because I'm not doing a lot with the, like, my dance academy being closed and things. I did do my tap exam last week and I didn't cough through it really, like cleared my throat a bit, and obviously still was out of breath because I'm still dancing, but you know, it was just so much easier. I can't get over it. I actually can't get over it. Someone that's been active all of their life pretty much, and I'm just starting to realise how hard it's been, like being this active and having a condition is hard because it takes it out of you as you need twice as much energy. But now I'm starting to suddenly retain that energy from somewhere, and it's like, where is all of this coming from? Well, it's coming from these 2 pills that I take twice a day, once a day, you know what I mean? It just, who would have thought it? It's actually, it drives me insane thinking about it. Hello. So I've just taken my last dose of this month's Kaftrio. It has been a roller coaster of a month. I've been in isolation. It's obviously locked down now, and it wasn't when I started taking the drug. I'm a year older. I've turned 18 during this month, and I feel amazing. So today is the 6th of November. I have started putting weight on. I'm the heaviest I've been since probably being about 14. I really put on a lot of weight in the past however many years. I have definitely upped a clothes size. Jeans especially, I feel like I can't fit into a size 8 anymore, so I'm now just wearing leggings. most of the time. You may be able to hear in my breathing on this that I sound completely different. That's what I've noticed. The breaths I do take are so much clearer. There's no crackling, thank God. And I don't need to think about breathing. I never thought I'd say that, but with CF you don't even realise, but you spend so much time thinking about taking a breath, and it is quite difficult at times as well to do that. So the fact that it's just easy and it just happens now is like a weight lifted, honestly. I actually started changing the way I eat as well, starting to become a lot healthier, as I don't think I can get away with eating a high fat diet anymore. I've turned 18 and suddenly I need to watch what I'm eating. But no, this week's been really good. So the past week I've had a clinic, I've had an appointment with my diabetic team, I've also had an appointment with my psychologist. Everything seems to be going well currently. I saw my physio yesterday. So yeah, I think, you know, it's amazing the stuff that's changed and the way my body feels now compared to the start of October. There's no words. This morning I actually have started a period, which you may think, oh, that's just normal. But I am, in fact, I do have the implant in my arm, the contraceptive implant, just the progesterone one, because I can't have the estrogen one. And I've had that since being 16. So yeah, I've not actually had a period since March 2019. And this morning I suddenly do have one. With Kaftrio, they say that you may develop a rash from having contraceptive, which they said with the Simkevi. I've not had that with the Kaftrio or the Simkevi, which I've been quite lucky. It's an odd feeling, I kind of forgot what it's like, as I've not had one in ages. The implant doesn't stop period for everyone, but it did stop mine because I did really struggle with my periods. CF periods I find can be sometimes worse than like people's periods without CF, because you know you already do have quite a lot going on within your body, so it can affect you differently, but that's just my personal experience. So that's why I got my implant. They do say that the Kaftrio makes women a lot more fertile, so it may just be that it's having a reaction with my contraception. But the amount of changes I've had within my body is ridiculous. I wouldn't be surprised if it's the Kaftrio. I feel like I've kind of grown as a human. Within the last 4 weeks, I've become really intact with my body and kind of know my body, which I did before anyway, but it's been very much of a learning journey to feel the differences and the changes within my body. Thank you, NHS. I'm truly grateful for the NHS and the fact that I'm able to go on this drug. You know, the fight continues for the 10% who are not able to go on this drug, and the CF community will keep fighting for that, because the changes it is making in the CF community are literally insane. This is the end of my Kaftrio blog for the first month. As I say, it's just these vlogs, the big vlogs, are just kind of for me to look back on and think, wow, because currently I can't remember what it felt like before I went on this drug. I knew it was different. Unfortunately, I've not been able to test my FEV1, so my lung function, so I won't actually know what improvements it's making to my lungs. But from how I feel and my energy, I'm guessing it's probably doing the right thing. My consultant actually did say last week that, you know, my future looks bright. My future's just changed, which it has, and it has for so many other people. The fact that, you know, CF and the CF community and CF medication and treatment has changed so much in my lifetime is just astounding. Thank you so much for watching if you have made it to this point, and I will see you in the next one.